Hello. Hello. Is everybody wondering what I have in my box? Yeah. Well, we'll find out in just a little bit. As Wade Winalot said, my name is Queen Esther, and tonight I just want to share my story with you. How many of you know what a queen is? How about a king? How many of you have cousins tonight? You've got a cousin? How many of you know somebody that is really mean? Really mean. Sister Janine has both of her hands up. Well, tonight I want to talk about all four of those people. As I said, my name is Queen Esther, and when I was a little girl, my parents died, and I became an orphan. But I had a cousin named Mordecai, and he took me in and he raised me. Now one day, whenever I had gotten a little older, Mordecai came to me and he told me that the king was looking for a new wife. And he said there's going to be a beauty contest and they're going to choose his new wife that way. And so what did I do? I entered into that beauty contest. And you know what we did for one whole year? One whole year we took care of ourselves. I got my nails done and I got my toes done, and I got to take really long bubble baths and got to put lotion on, and we got all fixed up for the king. And on that day when we went before the king, do you know who he chose to be his wife? He chose me. And so sometime after we were married, my cousin Mordecai came to me and he said, Queen Esther, I've got to tell you something that I heard. He said, I heard about a mean man named Haman, and he was plotting to kill me and the Jews. You see, my cousin Mordecai, he loved the Lord with all of his heart, and he would not bow down to any other god except for God Almighty. And Haman wanted Mordecai to bow down before him, and because he wouldn't, he was going to kill Mordecai and all of the Jews. And so he asked me to go before my husband, the king, to see if he could get that changed so that all the Jews could be safe. And so I did. But I told him that there is a rule. There is a rule when you go before the king. He has to hold out his scepter to you, and you have to be invited in, or they can kill you. But you know, I was willing to take that risk. I wasn't invited, but I went into him anyway. And before I went in, I had the Jews, all of my people, and even myself, we fasted for 3 days. Has anybody ever went without food for 3 days? No? Well, me and my people, the Jews, we fasted for 3 whole days before I went in before the king, because I needed favor with the king. Because I knew if I went into his presence uninvited that I could be killed. But you know, I was willing to take that risk anyhow. And I walked right into the king, and you know what he did? He welcomed me. And he stuck his scepter out. And you know what he told me? He said, ask me anything and I'll grant it to you until half of my kingdom. I'll give you almost anything that you want. Now what is it that you want? And I told him, I said, King, I just want my people to be safe. Can you change that whole degree that my people can be safe? And he said, yeah, I can do that. But with my story, I want you to realize that my people and myself, the only way that we could be saved was I was willing to take that risk. And that's what we want to drive home to you tonight, is to be willing to take a risk for God. You see, it takes faith to be courageous. And it takes courage to take risks. And it took all 3 of those for me to go before the king that day. But you know what? It was worth it. It was worth it because it saved me and my people. It saved all of the Jews when they could have been killed. So go out and take risk in your life. Okay, I've got a question for you. Who wants to take a risk tonight? Let me hear you. Let me hear you. I need 12 people.
Pick me.
Let me hear you. Wade's going to pick you. Okay. Are you sure y'all want to take this risk? Y'all don't even know what it is. That'll be fine right there. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay, who else gonna do it? We're gonna take a risk. Wade can't count. We do have one too many. Okay, what I need you girls to do is to line up in front of each other. I need one on this side and one on the other side. Face each other. Face each other. You got to spread out.
Like you're doing the water balloon toss.
Spread out and get real close. Get right here, Angel. Get right here, Angel. Get in front of Hannah. Okay, come over here, baby. Come on. We got to take this risk. We're going to toss an egg. You're going to get a partner and you're going to toss the egg to them. Come on, guys.
Okay, Jasmine, come on.
I got an extra one. Okay, guys, come on. You're going to squinch up with the girls. Get your partner.
We have another girl that wants to take a risk.
Okay, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Do I have... Okay, this is the risk. Are you ready? You're going to toss an egg to your partner. Not all of them are boiled. Some of them are raw. So if you drop it, it's going to go all over you. Are you willing to take this risk? Yeah?
Hey, all the boys. Who's the hard one? This is raw. The hard is raw. Who's the hard? They're gonna squeeze it.